Jamestown and Bukom has always had this strong boxing culture. There's boxing all around us. On the streets, at home, you see it everywhere. It's deeply rooted in the culture. I started Besesaka because I feel the town has given me much and I wanted to give back.
A lot of the kids, because of the lack of money at home, their parents would want to spend on like food and things they need, and they would not have enough to take them to school.
To be honest with you, I didn't finish school. Most of the guys, we are not well educated.
Providing scholarship for these kids, it goes a long way to help them.
We have 20 boys and girls on scholarship. They are already becoming like a role models for other kids in the community.
When you see a boxer who is with Besesaka, you can tell the difference between he and those who have not got scholarship.
Boxing is something that I've always been around. There was a question that I really wanted answers for. That was why people box.
We got the history or the story about Jamestown and Bukom when the fishermen are coming down and there is a little bit misunderstanding. They don't have time to go to report to any law or any firm, talking about police station or whatever. They're trying to settle their own difference. Bit by bit, it become clear that this is the part that they love boxing, they love fighting.
I did my undergraduate dissertation on boxing. The title was Bukom Boxing, a way of life or a means of survival. The whole thing was to find out why people were boxing, if it was part of like their culture or it's just a way for them to make money as an occupation. I found out a number of things, but the main thing, it has to do with passion or a claim to heritage.
There's actually a saying that if you're born in Bukom, you learn how to box before you can even walk.
Boxing is like a trade that people are learning now.
So far, boxing have given Ghana about 10 or 11 world titles. Some of them who people were not even believing in them. They joined boxing and boxing changed their life.
To be a Kujawe champion or a Ghana Kujawe champion is not easy. I put all myself, my faith, my beliefs in it. And today, as I'm sitting here, I'm a champion. Yeah, my name is Jacob Dixon, alias aka The Beast. That's my boxing name. I started boxing at the age of 15 years old. I learned boxing from Buko.
As a kid growing up here, this is a town that I feel has given me so much, being resilient and having a positive mindset.
Everyone that is watching me here, everyone that is looking up to me, I mean, all the kids that are coming up to be a great boxer too. Boxing is all about hard working. You sacrifice yourself to be where you want to be. You need to know how to, handle yourself, respect people, comport yourself, It's all about sacrifices.
It's a very positive strength to have, knowing how to deal with your own emotions, knowing how to figure it out, knowing how to not quit, to always find a way.
Boxing in Ghana has developed, but in terms of allowing females to participate in boxing, as a country, we are far behind. So my interest was to at least see the women also achieve as much as the men are. Because we have a lot of females who are talented in the sports. It will not be the same volume, but the skill set and everything is comparable. So why not give them a platform to show their skills?
There are also real struggles of things, which is part of my focus, to use the sport of boxing to change that. We
get the females to use their platform or their voice as a way to advocate on key issues that affect our community, specifically teenage pregnancy.
So many kids in the town, getting pregnant and having kids. It's a normal thing in Jamestown. It's important to have girls in our program because, 17-year-olds that have already 3 kids. And it's difficult because she has ambitions and dreams, and the circumstances of the environment, I would say, robbed her from some of her dreams. You know, boxing itself in this town is not supposed to be for girls, right? And so they are pushing the boundaries, they are pushing all of us to think differently, and I love that, and I'm so proud of them.
I also feel very proud because it's someone's life that you've touched.
Those people who are graduating from Besesaka in future, they will not regret it. And I will continue to support in Besesaka because of that. Now you combine boxing with schooling.
Right now, what we do is, you know, give the kids quality training in terms of boxing, education, and also a real leadership and character development.
A lot of the boys and girls that take part in boxing, some of them, they come from families where they don't have positive role models. So coming into a community like a boxing gym, where you have a coach who has your interest at heart, other boxers who would correct you when you are wrong, it shapes them up totally and gives them people that they can look up to.
I love Besesaka. I love how they are encouraging the kids.
Besesaka, you mean a lot to the boxing community in Greater Accra here. But my appeal is to extend it to the other regions so that it will be great.
Imagine wearing like a clothing like Mini Rodini's clothes in Bukom. It's a huge vibe. This is psychological, but when you wear boxing clothes, somehow you feel powerful, somehow you feel like you're never gonna quit, and somehow you feel like you will always find a way. And that's the Bukom trait.